pet peeve, but it's not a pet peeve in the traditional sense. Hello everyone and welcome back to Friendeavor. I hope you're all having an amazing week. Thanks for stopping by and checking out this week's video. I have a pet peeve, like I said in the intro, and normally a pet peeve is like people who don't close doors all the way when they leave a room, or leave the milk on the counter, or, you know, stuff like that. Just your traditional pet peeves of like little nuanced things that could be fixed. It shouldn't bother you as much as it does, but here you go. My pet peeve is about some people's social responses, interactions. My pet peeve is when you say something to somebody and they might not understand you, or they really want clarification or something, and their response is, what? Like, whatever you said is so ludicrous that that they need to be like, what? That is my pet peeve. Unfortunately, these days, I feel like I'm encountering more and more people who respond that way. And I would like to give them a bit of the doubt and say that most people are not trying to be hurtful or trying to make someone feel stupid for responding that way. But even if they're not intending that, that can still happen. How hard is it to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that? Or can you explain what you mean? Or anything other than what? Because that is just not a great way to build communication within friendships, or anyway. My sister, she knows that this is my pet peeve, and whenever I'm in a situation where I have witnessed this or it's been done to me and I want to rant about it, she's like, it doesn't bother her that much. It's not something that affects her or is her pet peeve, but it definitely is mine. So I started to wonder, why do I feel that way? I think it's just, like I mentioned before, it's how the person who originally said something must feel after they get a response that is unkind or not gracious, because A, they may have said something that was like needed clarity or you didn't agree with or whatever, and so like you want to go like, what? But the social etiquette is not to be like make someone feel down or stupid for what they said. And two, you may not have heard them or whatever, but then I would look dumb if I just like heard something normal that I didn't hear, like they said something normal but I didn't hear it, and I was like, what? This doesn't have a ton to do with friendship, so we are veering a little bit off of the friendship course, but it is about social etiquette and social aspects of communication, which in turn does work with friendship. So if I could leave you with a little note this week, is that if you feel like you are one of those people who kind of rubs people the wrong way, maybe change your turn of phrase. How do you respond in situations? What is your go-to phrase that might rub people the wrong way, or your social circle might accept it over here, but once you get into this arena, it's like borderline offensive how you say something. Be cognizant where you are, because if you're in the workplace and you make a joke that would work for your friend group and it doesn't land over here, you have to learn how to navigate those two arenas. Again, just part of like social awareness, social etiquette, particularly when it comes to communication. Next week, we're talking about definitions of friendship and what friendship means to you. We're going to be taking another look at the survey, which is still active, so if you've not had a chance to participate, the link is in the bio. But I'm excited to include some footage. I was at a vendor fair a couple weeks ago. I had the devotional and the journal and the mem cards and everything I had to set up, and I also had a tripod there, and I was able to get some people to agree to be interviewed to talk about what friendship means to them, or to share a funny story. So you'll be able to see clips of that in next week's video, so stay tuned. I'm excited to share. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That is the fastest way to help Friendeavor grow, is by subscribing and sharing this content. Send it over to a friend who feels the same way as I do, who's got that same pet peeve. I know I can't be the only one, and I feel like I've only really realized it in the last like probably month or so, how much that bugs me. And let me know, does that bug you? Has that not even crossed your mind? Is that something that you're like, Danielle, that's ludicrous? Let me know. I want to know if I'm the only one who feels this way, or if it's something that, by and large, as a society, we need to address. Happy fall. Don't forget to check out the crew neck merch to keep you nice and warm. Friendship is a journey. It's an endeavor. I'll see you next time on Friendeavor.